about, man? We're not rolling yet, but you sing it on Siggy's record.
Well, we've been friends a while. I've been friends with him and a lot of people from his family, and his grandmother especially, very close friend of mine.
She lived in Hawaii too?
She died.
Oh.
Unfortunately, but yeah, we were pretty tight. Went with her to, to Jamaica a couple times, and
that's cool.
Yeah, but hung out a lot with those guys in Miami.
Nice. Well, we're here in Toronto. We're rolling, so.
Well, let's get to it.
Yeah, we're here in Toronto, a city that you know kind of well from your play. You were here not too long ago.
Yeah.
So what's it like to be back?
I love Toronto. It's one of my favorite cities on the planet, and it's my favorite festival. People say, oh, I like Cannes, I like Venice, I like this or that. I'm like, I like Toronto.
And we appreciate that.
Yeah. It's just great people. And I got a lot of great friends here now. So
nice. So tell me about this movie. What drew you to Charlie? How come you said yes?
Well, I'm a big fan of Martin McDonagh. I really think he's maybe the greatest living playwright. And also, then he started doing his thing. He did In Bruges, and that was amazing. And I was really psyched to get a chance to work with him. You
met him years ago in Dublin, I read?
You know
him for a while?
Yeah, many years ago in Dublin.
So did you always have a plan? Did you discuss, let's do something together eventually, just waiting for the right time?
Well, he did offer me a role in this. I was doing a play in London, and while I was there, he was saying, he was writing this play, and he was like, oh, I finished the first act, and he'd tell me the bits about it. And then he offered me the lead part in it, and I was like, well, I just feel like the darkness has kind of overwhelmed the light on this one, you know what I mean? Like he's great at kind of juxtaposing dark and light, and somehow
that's your character in this film.
With something. Yeah, but in this case, I just turned out to be wrong because I didn't do it, and then I went and saw Pillow Man, and it was one of the greatest productions I've ever seen. So I really regretted not doing that. So certainly this time I wasn't going to miss out on this chance.
And you came in a little late because Mickey Rourke had the role, right? And then so did you join in after they started shooting, or when did you get involved?
Well, I joined. I came in after they started shooting, but I joined it, just before they started. Mickey Rourke fell out. Lucky for me.
Well, you get to do some comedy. I haven't seen you in comedy enough recently.
Yeah, it's true. I've been. I don't know what I've been thinking, doing all these dramatic things, and.
You're getting good roles. That's what you're thinking.
What's it matter? But it's just what matters is laughing. I mean, that's all that matters. Yeah. So I mean, I got a play running in New York now.
It's the same one that was here, right?
For Adolf, the one that was here in Toronto, and that's the whole point of it. The whole reason we did it, just to make people laugh. So I really do prefer comedy, and I have gotten a little sidetracked, but I'm going to try to do more comedy.
Well, this was an interesting role because you get to do the comedy, but you also get the sinister side of Charlie. Like there's a duality to this character.
Yeah, there's a wonderful little sinister aspect to Charlie. Yeah, that's what's cool about the role, He's got two sides to him, or at least two sides, and I think generally just interesting about Martin's characters, Some of them are very dark and twisted, but you find yourself pulling for them. Maybe not this particular character, but you do in Martin's plays and in his movies, you find yourself pulling for some demented people.
How did you and Martin develop Charlie? Because I imagine when Martin writes for a play, it's very scripted. Like the lines probably won't change too much depending on who's playing a part, but in film it tends to be, you get a little more freedom with a director and a writer. Was that the case or not?
Martin really likes it said.
So not so much.
He'll come up to you and go, you said and it's thee.
Gotcha.
So, which is cool. I mean, he's very specific about language, and he's, I think, probably the greatest living playwright. So I think if anybody's going to tell you that he wants it said this way instead of that way, it's cool. But I stayed on script, so it wasn't really a problem.
How do you choose scripts nowadays? Because you must get offers all the time.
Yeah.
What are you looking for in a script? What when it hits your desk, you're just like, oh, that's what I'm looking for.
I mean, usually it's something in the story or the heart of the piece that really resonates. But yeah, it's always the story. I mean, we're all storytellers, I guess. You know, all of us in this business are storytellers. So whether or not the story resonates is what matters.
And what stories have been resonating recently? I mean, this one's about to premiere, but you got a couple things in the can, I think.
Yeah, yeah, I did one called Out of the Furnace that's gonna come out in the not too distant. That's another drama. I gotta admit it. That's another freaking drama. I don't know what's wrong with me, but then, yeah, I hear it's great. It's Christian Bale's in it, and Casey Affleck, and it's great. Scott Cooper directing it.
Oh, cool.
You know, so. And
So
then, you know, I did this kind of, I don't know, how would you describe it? I guess like a musician heist thriller
interesting.
called Now You See Me that'll be coming out before long. And I mean, it's all about, when I look at anything, it's really about, the main things are the script, obviously, the director and the actors, and you know, hopefully all those things work together to make a good piece. You know?
Are you going to go to the screening tonight, the midnight screening?
Yeah.
What's it like? Are you
I
able
mean,
to?
do I have a choice?
Well, I don't think so, but I was leading to a question.
We examine this.
I was just thinking, do you like watching yourself? Are you overly critical of yourself when you see yourself on screen, or you let it go? That was the performance I gave. I'm good.
Well, my best buddy is quite overcritical of himself, you know, and I am too, to some degree. You know, like I have a hard time watching myself. If I don't like what I'm doing, it's a very difficult experience. But in this, I thought it turned out pretty good. You know, there's definitely some things I would have done different, you know, but
Like what?
well, you know, the character's kind of tightly wound, and you know, like, there's always the threat of violence with him, but I wish I'd let myself really get mad once or twice, you know what I mean?
Is that hard for you?
No.
How come you didn't do it?
That's not hard at all.
You-
But I think I just, you know, that was my one criticism, which I don't know why I'm sharing, but like you did ask.
and I appreciate the answer.
Yeah, I appreciate the jacket.
Yes, as you can tell.
Kenneth Cole.
You're showing the inside. Thank
the
you.
Inside
No
is
one ever
where
gets to
it's
see the
at,
inside.
Man. Are you kidding me? That's beautiful.
Man, thank you so much.
Hey, pleasure, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good ending with the jacket opening stuff. Yeah. Cool. Amazing. So I assume you mean Matthew, best buddy there?
No, Owen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was going to bring up the
Matthew, I don't know.
I thought you guys were
I
doing
don't
something
know
together
that he
for
has-
HBO or something.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, I didn't mention that we're going to do that. True Detectives.
Is that what it's called? True Detectives?
Yeah.
Is that
Well-
do you get to play with it a little bit? Like, comedically? Or is it straight up as well?
You know, the way it's written it's quite dramatic. There's not any comedy in this thing. You know?
Right.
But I have talked with Matthew, and we both like to laugh, and you know, we believe in comedy, so we got to throw something in there, you know, find some stuff to, because also when it is beautifully written, but like, you know, every once in a while you need a little laugh or some break from the tension.
Yeah, absolutely.